Hello everyone, welcome to my Medjay guide. First, big thanks to Ubisoft to give me the opportunity to test the new hero Medjay in the early access phase. In this video I will explain you everything important you have to know about him. That's his two forms. He can transform into his staff mode and X mode. All kinds of important stuff like basic moves, punishes, max punishes, openers, feats, hitboxes, and so on. Alright, let's get going. Okay, in staff form, you have two big advantages. First, you have a huge hitbox in teamfights. Like every time when you throw light and heavy attacks, the hitbox is very accurate, but I will demonstrate you later in a video. Second, you have early kicking hyper armor chain attacks. What does it mean? You can do infinite chains by switching every time light and heavy attacks, or heavy or light. So, you can initiate the light attack obviously, or the heavy attack. And you can see chain light attacks are enhanced. And every time when you throw special move out of neutral, so that means a zone attack, no, that's a dodge attack, it initiates a chain, or zone attack, and the road catcher. All moves initiate chain. There's also one more move called, but to be honest, it's a terrible opener. You cannot cancel it, and it just deals 20 damage. So you see, by pressing forward, dodge, B, you can perform the special move. Just deals 20 damage. It's very slow, and you cannot cancel it. So it's not a great tool for duels, to be honest. But death mode, the mode for teamfights. Let's talk about X mode. So, X mode. In X mode, you always use X mode for duels. So that means, like in staff mode, you have infinite chains, but the lights are not enhanced. Every time when your opponent is blocking the light, it will end your chain. So what else? You don't have the hyper armor or a huge hitbox, okay? But you get in return 2 legit openers. So by pressing forward dodge, GB, you can perform a bash attack, and people will say, "Oh my god, so broken." No. You can chain the bash with itself, but it only deals 10 damage. Oh, 9 damage. 10 damage when you unlock your feats with passive force, right? But I will explain this also later in the video. And you can do it out of neutral, or every time when you land a light attack. What else? Every heavy finisher also unblockable. It doesn't really matter in which direction you throw the finisher. So let's say right heavy finisher, unblockable. Left heavy finisher, unblockable. And top one, guess what? Unblockable. And like in staff form, every special move you throw out X mode initiates the chain. That means dodge attack, zone attack, roll catcher leads into unblockable. Dodge attack, zone attack, and that's the roll catcher. 2 openers in X mode. Death mode, yeah. This is actually it. So, another big topic, Medjay. Max punishes. Okay, I explain you the GB punishes first, and then I explain the most interesting part of the film. So, on a GB in staff mode, you always go for the top heavy. Side heavies are not confirmed. But in X mode, you can go for top. See, the guard is on the left side. Oh. Confirmed. So all heavy attacks in X mode are confirmed. Death mode, top. Wall splat punished, yeah. Also, you can wall splat him and punish him for 27 damage. Or top heavy, 24. The problem with wall splat punishes, you pay 18 extra stamina, so it's up to you to decide if it's worth it or not. But that are the facts. Paying 18 stamina just for 3 extra damage. That's it. GB punishes. Medjay has one interesting thing about his parishes. It's transform recovery cancel. That means every time when you parry someone, you can switch to another form and you're still able to punish him. So that means, let's say I'm in staff form. And like I mentioned before, staff form is not the greatest form for opener. So that means you can do obviously heavy parry into a light attack, heavy parry into a zone attack, but now you're running out. Like you can go obviously for a heavy, but up your opponent. So what you can do is parry him, switch back to your X form, and open it up. Or you are in a team fight. You want the zone attack. Boom. Possible. Or you want some nasty unblockables. Switch. Switch the form, throw a zone, and unblockable. Everything is possible, my boys. This max punishment, let's say the most effective way to open up your opponent after parry. Yeah, I mean light parries on X form, you can go for whatever heavy, and light parry on staff mode, side heavies. Basically. All right, let's talk about unbalancing parry max punish. Okay, so you have two options, simple one and the true max punish. So every time when you parry someone in staff form, you can go the simple punish, zone into heavy, or you can go for the true max punish. This is, you switch back to X form, give him a double heavy in X. Obviously, when you're in X mode already, you don't have to switch. So, in staff mode, obviously, two top heavies are not possible. Okay, let's talk about unbalancing throws. Okay. Alright, now let's talk about unbalancing throws. Unbalancing throws, almost the same like parries. Means you throw him, it doesn't really matter in which direction, you always get zone into top heavy. This is the max punishing choice. In team fights, you can go for the zone attack, side heavy. Maybe you have the chance to hit other opponent. That makes it double worth it. But in my opinion, both options are okay. But if you really want 3 more damage, top heavy. Fill it up. X mode. X mode. You always get double heavy. Doesn't really matter which direction you throw him. The only thing you have to consider is don't switch guard while doing a max punish. So let's say I start with a top stance. I start throwing, I switch my guard to the right. Not confirmed anymore. X mode, double heavy, death mode, zone into heavy. Now to the hitboxes. Well, what can I say? This time the hitboxes are very accurate. You don't need crazy testing to find out what his hitboxes are. In death mode it's very accurate, and it has a huge hitbox that makes him not the easiest targets in ganks and in teamfights. For example, like Zanhu, it looks like you're hitting him, but it doesn't. But in this case, mwah, hitbox is accurate, huge, so you can rely on it basically. Sometimes in X mode you have some problems with that angling, but usually you stick with staff mode anyways, and you only switch when you need this small opener. But yeah, or when you're ganking someone. Okay guys, let's talk about Medjay's unique feat. Okay, overall he has 4 unique feats. That's Sunshine Strength, Moonlight Train, Scarab Belief, and Astral Manifestation. Some are really good, some are... well, one feat is kinda meh. Okay, Sunshine Strength. Every time when you kill someone, like for example, you kill someone in the X mode, get permanently 10% damage. Or kill someone in staff mode, get permanently 10% defense buff. And the best thing about this, 2 buffs stack each other. You can run around with an attack buff and a defense. So, very good choice. Otherwise, body count. Medjay's minion clear is insane. That form, obviously. Every time when you go on lock, light heavy, you can do infinite chains. Hitbox is decent, and it's always the right attack. That means switch your attacks, light heavy, and so on. Basically spinning around. One of the best minions clears so far. And Iron Lungs. We don't have to talk about Iron Lungs. No one's going to use it anyways. So Moonlight Trainer. So this is the one feat I'm not sure about. The passive is on any melee hit, you debuff your opponent. That means you bash someone in X form, you lower the attack of the opponent by 10%. Same with the staff, lower the defense by 10%. But the problem is staff form bash, terrible. So situational, you can't rely on it. In a duel, yeah, very likely, yeah. Chances you get a bash out of a X form is very high, so situational feat, bro. If you want to pick that tier 2 feat only because of 10% buff, yeah, you can go for it. But otherwise, you have Executioner's Respite and Brilliant Comeback. Executioner Respite boosts your bonus on executions by 50%. Let's say use a very long execution. It gives you 50 health back. Now now get 75 health back. Very good. Brilliant Comeback. Every time when you pop Revenge, you get health back. Get 20 or 25 health back. I'm not 100% sure. Also a legit choice. But Moonlight Train looks like the weak, in my opinion. So, Scarab Belief. I've done some testing. Scarab Belief, if you use the X form, self heal, it's 25 health. Or use the team heal, and it's 20. Really good, in my opinion, especially in team fights. Like 20 health for everyone. God. And otherwise, in a 1v1, you still have the choice for the self heal for 25 health. Otherwise, if you say, I only self heal, I only heal myself, you can still go for second wind for 30 health or heal on block. So, Astra Manifestation. Boy. One of the best D4 damage feats, I know. You can throw a grenade for 55 damage, or in X mode, you can throw your axes for 70 damage. The animation is really quick. Chances you can dodge this one on reaction up close are very low, I would say. So, very nice to have this one. Because, but I'm honest to you, the other choices are Catapult Strike and Arrow Storm. And we know Arrow Storm and Catapult Strike are not the best tier 4 feats. So, always run Astral Manifestation. Okay, that's it with the basic guide video. I hope you enjoyed the video and you know what to do when the new hero is released. Until then, bye and see you in the next video.